Common Filipino American experience.
Maybe you can speak from the culture shock side, like the first gen side.
Culture shock?
Culture shock, yeah.
For people who move here, I guess. But you don't experience that though.
I don't experience. Yeah.
You don't. That's the second gen.
Yeah. But the first gens do. So
yeah, the first gen do. The first gen. That's a quite interesting question though, because you said common Filipino American experience. A lot of first gen don't consider themselves Filipino American.
Really?
Yeah, does your dad consider himself Filipino? I guess so, because he's.
I have some Filipino. I know some Filipino people who were first gen who they realize that America is their home now. So.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I feel like most titos and titas, even though they've been here for so long, consider themselves more Filipino than Filipino American.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. Yeah, you know. I guess I'm not sure. I never heard my parents say that they're Filipino American. So.
They never said that to you?
Well, they never said like that phrase. Like I consider myself Filipino American, but I assume that they are Filipino American just because that they're first gen. So I assume that they're Filipino American. I guess because like in my mind, the idea of identifying as Filipino American wasn't a precursor or a precondition to being Filipino American.
Yeah, like in my mind, I feel like titos and titas identify themselves more as Filipinos.
Yeah, but in my mind, I would say that they're still Filipino American by virtue of them living in America.
Yeah. Okay.
Because like I'm thinking of like history books, like when in a history book when they write down Filipino Americans, the first ones who came here, they're talking about the people like our parents. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of like a difference, even with us, just trying to figure out who's Filipino and who's Filipino American.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of interesting because we have this conversation in the car. Like we ask Harper, my son, like, "Are you Filipino or American?" Like Filipino American. But it's interesting when this conversation comes up because I feel like I identify myself as Filipino American, but I don't know if my wife does.
Yeah, it's interesting too because like you can move here for like a year and then go back to Philippines. I guess in the history definition, you are Filipino American because you lived some part of your time in America, but you're basically just Filipino in culture.
Yeah, who visited the U.S.
Yeah. So I think it's like, I think I understand your definition, like your way of defining it is more of like the cultural definition. And then my way of defining it, like I still agree with your side, but I think my way of defining it is like, how does the history books, what would they say or consider people as Filipino American? Yeah. So in the history book definition, self-identification is not important, but in the cultural definition, that self-identification is important.